Welcome back to Apollo Justice. Let's just continue on, rolling on, like a train. Problem isn't what we see, correct, Daryan? Right, that's what you hear. We're musicians, after all. Care to explain for us non-musicians? Sure thing, punk. Let me get your yarn straight first. You're saying you ordered the wee pianist to set up the lighter. Is that right? Yes? In order to do that, he had to press a switch. Am I right? Okay. We'll take another listen. Pay attention to the piano. Piano? What seems to be the problem there? The pianos are just fine. That's the problem. Man, you still don't get it. Yeah, how are you supposed to hit that switch if he's playing? Can't miss a diva, the guitar, the bass, the piano, and the drums. The only one with their hands free was the diva. Lamore. But according to you, she couldn't have been the accomplice, could she? Your accomplice wouldn't have had a hard time helping out. They couldn't even press a switch. The piano plays non-stop. You couldn't have pressed that switch. Well, Mr. Justice, the piano does seem to be playing when the guitar catches fire. Well, it's okay. We all make mistakes sometimes. Apollo, were you wrong? I can't be wrong. Everything makes perfect sense. How could it all just... Strange. What's strange? No, it's just... Something's odd about the performance there. Odd. Mr. Justice, if I didn't press that switch, then he couldn't be the accomplice you claim he is. But everything points to it. Every fact says he's the accomplice. You got the facts wrong, man. Here's some facts for you. Gavin's guitar is on fire. The pianist didn't press that switch. In other words, your story is full of holes. Mr. Justice, it's your final opinion on this matter now. Was the defendant Machito by the accomplice? Your original affects everything you've heard here. Give it some thought. Apollo, Machi's not the accomplice. Then the whole case is ruined. I know that. It has to be him. He's the only one who could have helped the smuggler. You had to press that switch. Well, you better find a way to prove it. What do I do? What do I do? There has to be something that doesn't fit. Something odd. Something odd. Wait a second. What? You thought of something. What is Gavin saying just now? Strange. What's strange? No, it's just... Something's odd about the performance there. It's not much to go on, but it's all I've got. What exactly did he hear was odd? You come up with something, Mr. Justice. I remind you that everything rests on this. Can you prove Machito by press that switch? Let's hear your final answer. Can you prove that Machito by press that switch? Yeah. I don't know if you call this proof, per se. But I can prove it was possible. Then, as prosecutor, it falls to me to ask you to show there's evidence supporting this. That forehead, you're sure about this? Ha! Accept it. There's no evidence, man. What's your evidence then, Mr. Justice? What do you base your claim that the defendant request that switch? The mixing board? The mixing board. Yeah, I guess the mixing board. The basis for my claim is music, Your Honor. Music? What about music? Listen to the piano part. Around the time where the press was to be the switch was to be pressed. There you go. That's how you say that. Wait for the guitar to burst into flame. I hear piano being played. But doesn't it sound kind of simple? Simple? I think I know what he's suggesting. I think Machi could have played that part with one hand. One hand? You only needed one hand to press that switch. You could play the piano with the other. Ha! What's your so kind of piano savant? Actually no. What do you know? You can't play a part like that, just one hand. Or maybe I don't know what I'm talking about here. Wait, I know. Hey, Trucy. Yeah, you got something? It's alright, your father, he's a pianist. Could he... Oh, Daddy? You couldn't play a part like that even if he had 3 hands. So sorry, so sad for you. No, not really. Huh? That's just the easy way to prove it. There isn't always the hard way. Man, how are you gonna prove whether he played it with one hand or 2? You can't. I admit, it'll be rather difficult to prove. It's highly likely he was playing with one hand. How do you know that? The clue was what Buster Gavin described as sounding odd. What sounded odd? I bet we can tell by listening to a certain part of the song. No way. Well, it seems we've come to the moment of truth at last. Let's hear what Mr. Justice has to say for himself. Tell us the part that proves the defendant was playing with one hand. Right before the guitar burst into flame. Andre was definitely playing with one hand before the guitar caught fire. The section of the song proves it. Okay. I don't care about any of the rest of this. It does sound a little... sound a little off. Just a tad. Yeah, it just sounds a little... Mr. Gavin, I'm sure you realize this by now. Just what it was that sounded odd to you. As I'm sure you realized yourself, Half-Head. Realized what? I'll demonstrate. Let's listen to the part in question again, shall we? Probably take your attention to the but a fleeting melody phrase. Man, how many times do we have to listen to the same thing? You're right, enough of that. Let's listen to another section, shall we? Another section. The guitar bursts into flame at the end of the second verse. Let's listen to the same spot in the first verse. Pay attention to the "Oh, that night in your embrace." Play verse 2 again. There, did you hear that? They feel the same, true, but they're clearly very different. Oh, what? Well put, Your Honor. The phrase in verse 2 is quite simple. The same phrase in verse 1 has high and low notes. You have to use 2 hands to play that for sure. What's that prove? I don't think you know that by now. This is why I hate dealing with amateurs, man. Two verses have different arrangements. Happens all the time. Not this time, Daryan. There's no point in changing an arrangement if you can't hear it clearly. That wasn't the point. I had him play specifically so the piano would stay in the background. Oh. That's what I noticed. Why should the same phrase sound slightly different? I asked myself. Now you ask yourselves why Machi changed how he played. There's only one answer. You need a free hand in order to press the switch. Order! 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 I believe this ties all the facts together. Well, Prosecutor Gavin. Yes, quite. Though, personally, this comes as a terrible disappointment. Heh. What? I'll come back. I can't believe it. I finally did it. I shut him up. Very well. For any decision from the prosecution, I now state the court's opinions on this matter. Good show, Steves. No, great show. It's not over. I don't like it when he looks so happy. You tell him, Kevin. You tell him what's so disappointing. Personally, I'm terribly disappointed. And you, Heffohead. Huh? Me? Yes, don't get me wrong. Your case is solid. All the facts check out, but even now, you've yet to show us a single piece of decisive evidence. Yeah, but the facts, anyone could see it was him. Unfortunately, anyone does not include the law. I'm afraid your case doesn't cut it. But, 1,000 facts may point to the same conclusion. Without decisive evidence, that's not proof. That's the rule under our current legal system. I don't believe it. It does not seem as though the defense has any more evidence to present. Oh, I think if he did, we already would have seen it a long ways back. It's unfortunate. But at present, this court is unable to acknowledge your accusation. What? What? You're just staring us all in the face. Why can't they see it? What's the point of a legal system that protects criminals? Father, remember what Daddy said? It'll never be easy proving when he did it. Especially not under the current court system. So what do we do? Like I said, good luck. Be aware that it'll be impossible to prove his guilt by conventional methods. Remand his igniter inside him. Find Jerry Christen's igniter and set it off. What really meant by every man's igniter? I think it just means a weak spot, no? The kind of thing that a single spark could turn into a wildfire of emotion. I'll be able to press him further by conventional means. Gotta find a weak spot in the guy. Something fatal. So can I get back to work now or what? It may look like I've got a lot of time on my hands. But I got no more time to pretend with this deadweight attorney. Well, Mr. Justice, we've come this far without decisive evidence. This witness won't be coming back to the scene when we let him go. Every man has his igniter. Huh? Didn't you say the better guitar, the brighter it burns, Prosecutor Gavin? Ah, yes, good guitars are always kept dry, is why. They're provides the best sound. Even a small spark could cause irreparable damage. Your plan as a Nighter and 2 detective. It was there from the very beginning. What? Fighting time, Justice. You blow this one, and be out of your hands for good. Go for it, Apollo. What? And this igniter's supposed to come burn me up? That's almost pathetic there, Mr. Attorney. All the better, I'm rather fond of poetry. I tend to hear it from this one through to the very end. Forehead. You're accusing this man, Daryan, of 2 crimes. The murder of Mr. Luthouse and the smuggling of a Virginian cocoon. This is your last chance to prove your case. Trial has already run on far too long. Your justice will be your last warning. And with this igniter, your turns out to be a dud. Is the moment this cross-examination ends. Understood. Yes, Your Honor. Well, then it's a tell it. So what's the basis for these accusations against Daryan Grisend? Okay, this is really my last chance. The key that will take apart Daryan Grisend's plan is... call a witness. Your igniter isn't a piece of evidence. Huh? So what is? It's true that I couldn't show decisive evidence, but perhaps what I needed to prove my case was something else. You mean, a witness? Proving his guilt is a tall order. They've got just the person to do it. Very well, Mr. Justice. Who's this person that can prove Daryan Grisend's guilt? Machi, if you're really working together, like, look at the other guy. One person who proved Daryan Grisend's guilt is the defendant, Machi Dubai. Your client, again! Machi Dubai was an accomplice to the cocoon smuggling plot. Without him, Daryan Grisend could not have gotten the cocoon. Furthermore, he can easily prove that he is the one who plotted the smuggle of that cocoon. He's the real criminal in this case. How so? It required just one of these cocoons Mr. Tass was looking for. With the cooperation of the Republic of Virginia, we could burn a cocoon. The burned cocoon would leave a particular residue, We'd find no doubt also inside the burnout guitar. Aha, it's very scientific of you. Thus, if Machi Tobai acknowledges his agreement with Daryan Crescend concerning the attempted smuggling of Borgian cocoon, the case is solved. Daryan's laughing again. Relentless passion is remarkable. You're really gonna get me, don't you? Too bad you'll never be able to. Why not? Little key tickler won't acknowledge anything, especially not anything to do with cocoon smuggling. What's this all about? Taking a cocoon out of the country means death. The Virginian law. Yeah, see? If our apprentice really was a smuggler, testifying about it would be suicide. Believe me, he's not talking. But you're wrong, Detective Crescend. What? It's the other way around. Machi doesn't admit to smuggling here. He's in deep trouble. Huh? How? Look, if Machi admits to smuggling here, then he'll be tried in our courts by our laws. You don't get the death penalty for smuggling in our country. The victim of this case was an undercover Interpol agent. I'm sure that news has already reached Virginia. And they'll find likely broadcast our dealings in court today, including the part about the Virginian cocoon. Yeah, but... If Machi doesn't admit to smuggling now, he'll eventually be picked up by the Virginian police. And it's not like he's in any danger in our court. We're not going to find him guilty of murder here, not now. Yeah, but you can't do this. You can't accuse me. Maybe the law doesn't allow it. But who's going to think you're really innocent after hearing this trial? Same goes for Machi Tobai. Cocoon smuggling, your entire plan. Machi Tobai knows everything. There's only one way out of it for him. And that's to acknowledge his own crime. A crime of cocoon smuggling. Don't do that to your hair. It's weird. Don't worry there. I'll get you out of the country. I'll set you up someplace. Hidden mansion, real nice. You want a house made out of cookies? Or a house made out of pianos? Come on. I'll stroke my hair again. Please! Don't... Suck! Daryan, I consider that my last session with you. We rocked. I'm guessing we can treat that up versus a confession. Oh no, he's laughing again. There's a kind of sick desperateness in it now, though. Well, if you've been listening to us today's trial, yes. And you'll talk. I'll tell the court everything. I didn't want it to turn out this way, but I'm not the kind of lawyer that can overlook a crime. Today's trial was all for your benefit, you know. I see no reason why you should hesitate now. I knew, from the beginning I knew. Machi. Situation I can't explain, but money I needed. Very much money. Today's trial raised a delicate issue with our legal system. The only thing definite in court of law is evidence. This is the golden rule. However, it has become apparent that it's not all things to be tried by this standard. Should another case of this sort surface, I have to consider an alternate system by which to measure justice. Anyway, Mr. Machi Tobai. Yes. I promise to receive a fair trial by the laws of our country. And with regards to the current charges for murder of Mr. Lithouse, this court is prepared to announce a verdict. I thank you. I only lied, but you see truth, you find truth. That's our job. Very well. The court finds the defendant, Machi Tobai, not guilty. Court is adjourned. July 10th, 4:42 p.m. District Court Defendant Levy number 2. I wonder what'll happen to Machi. We did smuggle a cocoon out of Virginia. Guess there'll be another trial here. All's well that ends well. Oh, hi Phoenix. How's it going? Daddy! I owe you both my thanks. The more. Mai, is something wrong? I'm sorry, Machi was your partner on stage, your friend. Yes, I thought of him as my own son. Even now I do. Yet, Something got a hold of him. Something evil. I see that. He must pay for what he has done. Is that not how it should be? Still, I'm sorry. Do not be sorry. You've given me courage. Courage? I'm considering an eye operation. It was my suggestion, actually. You mean, you'll be able to see again? It's funny, I've always been afraid of the light. Light seems so harsh, so unforgiving. According to the doctor, Lamora lost her sight due to some kind of accident. An accident? As you know, I suffer from amnesia, so I feared that if I could see, perhaps it would open my eyes to the truth I've been hiding from. I was scared. You know what changed her mind? Hearing your defense in there today. She could feel your gaze, unwavering, always looking straight at the truth. The light returns to my eyes. I think I will take up painting. Painting? That's right. She's the landscape painter in sound, after all. I'll paint the two of you, I promise. Woohoo, I can't wait, Lamora! I'll owe you my thanks too, Apollo. Thanks, Mr. Wright, but what for? You reminded me I needed to hurry things along. On my secret mission, that is. Right, your secret mission. Apollo, Trucy, I hope we will meet again someday soon. You bet! Me too! And so, like a ballad, the trial flowed on and on until it came to an end. Thanks to the trial, the guitar serenade was a huge hit. Professor Gavin's even more dazzling to look at now. But there's something I want to say to that guy. Next time you write a ballad, have them catch the killer at the end. The end. A brand new episode has been added. Turnabout success and succession. Yes. Interesting. Cool. Alright. That's case 3 done. And now we're on to case 4 to see who we're succeeding and what is going on with that. And also, Phoenix has a secret mission that probably will be resolved. Or maybe not. I don't know. Maybe it's too big of a secret to do in this game, so we're just gonna do it later. I don't know. Anyway, next time we come back, we'll start up case 4 and see what that's all about. So, until then.